What's up, everybody? I timed that about as perfectly as you could.
You did.
That was impeccable timing. I was going to leave it. I was not going to leave it to any chance that lava was there was going to be a gap in between the intro countdown and the lava with us like with a flash frame of us. So, welcome in, boys. It is currently a 4-man crew waiting on the Biscuit Boys. Jeb is under the weather. It seems to be a summer cold flying around the country, especially the southeast.
I was
victim of it. My wife is now victim of it. It's gone rampant through our school. Steve had it a couple of weeks ago. I think he sent it up to Nashville from Tampa.
Well, too bad I sent it to Becky first and then to Jeb.
Yes. Yeah. However it may be, it got to me. And so I hope that none of you get it because it sucks. It's not one of those like man colds that women like to make fun of us about, where we just act like we're dying. It's legitimate. It legitimately sucks. Yeah. So I don't wish that upon anybody. But anyway, I'm back in the saddle this week, and glad to be back. Glad to have a little normalcy after my mom just passed away. So I appreciate all the well wishes, and I appreciate everyone who's reached out to me. And I don't think they realize how awesome that is that they reached out and how awesome that feels. So thank you to everyone out there that catches wind of this, that wished me anything well, or even thought about it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So glad to be back, guys. We got an action-packed show. The season is here. It is
smell that.
It is training camp. I consider that in season. That might just be the coach in me, but it is in season is when training camp starts. And so
training camp, it's fall camp. It's fall camp.
Yeah.
We'll call it training camp. Training camp's in the NFL.
Okay.
Yeah. Fall camp.
All right. Clark Lee calls it training camp. So he has an NFL state of mind, which means Vanderbilt's going to win the national championship this year.
Everybody talks about how it's not the fall. You can't call it fall camp. And it's like, oh, okay, you can't call space camp because that's not in space.
Yeah, it's a great point. Yeah, it's a great point. Yes.
Yeah. That is a great point. But I'm just so used to calling it training camp, and because of my new venture, I'm going to have to get used to training camp, because if you notice the addition to my background right here, Steve's favorite poster. Yeah. Steve, I'm gonna get you one. Get you one of those.
It's very that's a dirty poster.
It is a dirty bird. So there you go. I am the new host of Locked On Falcons Hit. It's official. I can say it now.
Nice.
Signed, sealed, delivered. It's no longer a possibility. It's going to launch on Monday. So I'm very excited about that. First order business is raving about how the Falcons locked up Bijan Robinson, and that was a much needed move that they had to make. So make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, all of that. Search Locked On Falcons Hit. And you can also subscribe to Locked On Falcons if you wish. But also find me at Locked On Vandy too. So, again, we're going to go off the rails. We probably already have. Steve, your favorite topic, LSU's private equity. We'll talk some FPI. But, Steve, there seems to be a quarterback battle going on at Ole Miss to see who's going to back up Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah.
Potentially. I mean, today was an interesting day of practice. They opened up fall camp today, and overall it was pretty interesting. You had Edwin Joseph back to full speed. You had Carius Kern make it back to full speed. That little bit of injuries, a little bit of Caleb Cunningham, there's a concern about him, but there's nothing to really worry about. The thing that stuck out to me, and if you watch the Locked On Ole Miss show tomorrow, it's Pete Golding saying over and over again, one game short, trying to be one game better this year, what's going on. And then you just kind of sit back and think about what he actually said. And one more game is the national championship game. So is he really talking about trying to get to that level? So that was kind of the story of day one.
Yeah, and for Vandy, it was just trying to figure out what QB1 looks like. And right now, both guys are very inconsistent. So really just kind of the same place you were. All is equal, you're going to start Jared Curtis. And the talent's undeniable. Every report that I read, and this is because Vandy won't credential me. I can't go to practice anyway because this thing called school and my job gets in the way a little bit. But I heard one observation of Jared Curtis's arm described as this: when he hits a receiver in the chest, it sounds like a gunshot. He's throwing the ball so hard. And every time they talk about him, the offensive coordinator, Tim Beck, he rips the seam ball in there. He can rip vertical balls, and just everything. Like, it's so descriptive when they talk about Jared Curtis. That's the biggest clue to me. Like, coaches don't usually get that descriptive if they don't absolutely love you.
Yeah.
And the way they talk about him is like their prodigy child.
Yeah, the thing that they have to look out for, though, is he is a true freshman. He is from Nashville Christian, and for people that don't know, that's a 1A academy in the Nashville area. Good football, not great like Baylor School and McCallie and all those guys, but he can be fooled. He can be got this year.
He did beat Innsworth.
I think that. Well, didn't a lot of teams beat Innsworth last year?
Not last year. I think they were pretty good.
Oh.
Like a few years ago, yeah, everybody was beating them. But last few years, they've been pretty good.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I mean, Nashville Christian, like I said, decent team, but they're not the highest level classification of academy ball like Baylor, McCallie, and Brentwood Academy and all of those guys.
Yeah, that's true.
But my point is he's a true freshman in college. He hasn't seen sophisticated defenses. He can get got, and that's why this is even a quarterback competition to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely. And those concerns are there. And that's one of the quarterback battles in the SEC that everybody, that's one of the battles everybody's paying attention to. I mean, Jake, your battle down in Tuscaloosa has got everybody's attention right now. It's Keelan versus Austin Mack. But, before we get to that, Jake, just last point on Jared Curtis. Yeah, he made some freshman throws, but so did Berlowitz. And Berlowitz is a fifth-year senior. So what do you do? It's like, how do you go? How do you move? And Mike, you and I both know that we have a super fan.
Oh, he would have loved what Steve just said. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I just muted Boss Man because you could hear Corey when Corey was talking.
Yeah.
I
was like, what is going on?
That was throwing me off. That's why I was like, da-da. I sounded like a 1920s announcer. But Jake, when it comes to the Alabama quarterback battle, Keelan Russell, is he still in the driver's seat, or are they thinking Austin Mack, or like what is the thought process there?
Yesterday, Coach DeBoer, when he was asked about the quarterbacks, he mentioned that both of them had a very good day and there were some explosive plays made, but he didn't say who that quarterback made their explosive plays. So I think both of them right now are neck and neck. And, I think it's probably going to go into the first game of the season. And then you probably need to figure out by Kentucky on the starting quarterback. But I was on our show the other night. I kind of made comment. I would like to see it within like maybe 10 days before the first game to have that quarterback, so you can start getting some continuity between your offensive linemen and your receivers. Because if you're mismatching your quarterbacks, I mean, they're both talented, but just having that togetherness it will play huge come season. So you want to get that nailed down, I feel like, in fall camp before you start the season playing two quarterbacks.
Yeah, by the way, they just had Luke Kuechly on TV. It looks like he is all about selling you some insurance.
They had Haynes King in there for the Panthers.
Yeah,
so he just
love that
field. Yeah. So, former Aggie. So speaking of Aggies, what's going on in Texas A&M land? It seems like we not sure really what the storyline is there. I guess replacing the two coordinators, but what does that look like practice-wise or storyline-wise?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. There's a couple things that you can count on in life: death, taxes, and Boss Man being late. But
You were
I'm sorry.
You were prepping your guest calendar.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah.
We're working on a lot right now, which is partly why I just completely lost track of time. And then I saw this thing go live, and I was like, I have to go sit down right now for this show.
Yeah.
I was like, I have another show I got to work on. I gotta get to my desk. But in terms of A&M, so there's a couple things. Yeah, the coordinators are a huge thing. The defensive coordinator obviously doesn't matter that much. It's Lyle Hemphill. He was promoted from an analyst. He was at JMU previously. He's an Elko guy. Him and Elko have known each other for a long time. Elko's calling the defense, though. So it's an Elko defense. Elko's going to have his hands all over that. He's calling it when it's on the field. On the other side, it's Holman Wiggins, who is taking over for Colin Klein, who took the job at Kansas State. And Holman Wiggins, yeah, Jake, you know him well. He was the wide receiver coach at Bama under Saban. He has a lot of good experience, and he's a hell of a recruiter. I mean, he's crushed it in recruiting. Players love him. So, but this is his first time ever calling plays, at least in a full-time role. He has called plays before, but for like a game. So
yeah, right.
So I'm excited to see what it looks like. I think there's going to be some tweaks to this offense. I think it's going to look very similar to Colin Klein's last year, but I expect a couple of wrinkles in there that Holman throws in. I expect him to run the ball a lot more, to try to establish the run. At least it seemed like Colin Klein abandoned it a little bit last year. And especially it got a little bit difficult when Le'Veon Moss went down. He was injured kind of off and on all season last year. And when he was gone, Reuben Owens filled in, and he was okay in spurts. But you have a pretty deep running back room this year, and I'm excited to see what he does with that, along with the fact that he's got a big-bodied wide receiver in Isaiah Horton coming over from Bama. So it's going to be interesting.
So that's one of the more intriguing teams for me, boss man, is just trying to see what they're going to, going to see kind of what they're going to be, because preseason top 10, like, big expectations, but there's certainly a lot of those question marks on the board still.
Yeah, it was funny. So I was looking. I got to find this. I had this stat the other day, but we did our Texas A&M Biscuit Index last night. And so, it's all fresh on my mind. But when we do that, we go through the last 5 years just to kind of get a snapshot of what's been going on over the in the program. And I think there has been 3 times in the last 5 years where A&M started in the top 6 and ended the year not ranked.
Dang.
So I'm a little bit worried that that's one of these years, but the only thing that I'm relying on is the fact that I think the roster's in a much better place than some of those previous teams who fell out of the rankings. And the fact that at this point, you've got a pretty big sample size of Mike Elko to be able to sit back and just say, you know what, in Elko we trust, and we'll just see come what may. I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it on that. Second best blue chip roster of the conference, right, boss man? Is that right?
It's true. Hey,
Yep.
No, it is. It's right.
Yep.
It's 4th in the country, 2nd in the SEC behind Georgia. And the only thing, and Mike, I know you were listening last night. I pointed out that Texas, I think in Georgia, but Texas has the #1 roster in the country when it comes to high 4 stars and 5 stars. So that's why everybody's drooling over their roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
You guys talked about Arkansas, and it was we frequently use our major league references here, and to me, it like Hammer talking about Arkansas. I'm looking at this roster, and it's like most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy's dead.
Yeah.
Other than there's a QB battle, they have a pretty good running back. We don't really know who else is going to play anywhere for Arkansas. It's the most random roster. And because you have not only 1, but 2 years in a row of them losing like 50 plus guys in the portal each year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know anybody.
It's insane.
Yeah. Quincy Rhodes is the other one. That's the
I
only
do
other
like
name I know.
Ramsey. Their old coordinator is very interesting to me because he was with Silverfield at Memphis. He actually was at Marshall. We didn't know that, but he was here before. But he was a Chip Kelly disciple who was at Nevada, where Chris Alt invented the pistol offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then there was
yeah.
one other.
Chris Alt, dude.
There was he was with Kelly Alt, and there was one other place where Cramsey. I was like looking at the guys he like coached under. I was like, well, that's pretty impressive. Like, Casey Keeler when they were at Sam Houston State. So that's another top-notch coach. Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's a very interesting career path, and boy, will he have his work cut out for him. Looking at that O-line this year.
Yeah.
Jake, I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to. Mike just brought it up. It's a good transition about the offensive line. You know, boss man, A&M and Alabama both have some offensive line issues that we gotta take care of. So, on your end, how's the offensive line shaping up so far early on in camp for you guys?
Well, it's looking good. I mean, in fact, I said this last night on our show is that if there's one position that you really want coming back, right? If you just got to pick one along the offensive line, it's center, right? You want somebody with some continuity and snapping the ball, have some chemistry with the quarterback. A&M's center's coming back in Mark Naboo, so that's a good place to start and to build around. But on the other side, then it's some guys who have a lot of talent, have a lot of potential, have the frames to be really good, but at their previous stop, maybe it was them, maybe it wasn't. We'll see. So out of camp, it looks good. These guys are big. You got Tyree Adams, I think is his name, Cohen Eccles from LSU. Yeah. Trovon Ball's a big kid from South Carolina. And then
he was
the
guy
Wilkin Formby.
Okay, there you go. Wilkin Formby. So Trovon Ball, we're hearing good things about him, and we'll see how the whole thing meshes. To me, it's kind of like, in a sense, it goes back to the Trust Elko thing, and there's a trickle-down effect from that. Him hiring Adam Cushing has been a fantastic offensive line coach over the last 2 years. And so, hey, this is his biggest project yet, and I just trust in Adam Cushing to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we make of South Carolina? I know there's some pressure there a little bit with Kendall Briles coming in and Lenore Sellers, and what are we thinking there?
So they were a late today's day one, like it is for most teams. They were a late practice, so we really don't know anything about how day one went yet. But we know that most of the team is healthy. That's about it. We did jokingly make the case about the transfer tackle from NC State. He rolled his ankle playing 3-on-3 volleyball. It actually does look like he's going to be healthy and good to go. Which is obviously massive. But beyond that, the D-backs are going to be good. They always get a lot of turnovers. It's kind of one of Clayton White's things. But there is a potential that all 5 of the starting O-linemen are first-year guys that transferred from somewhere else last year.
Ooh,
so
okay.
They other than Bow, that's probably a good thing because they were garbage up front last year.
That's a good point.
And we've all talked. I know Steve. Yeah, Steve mentioned this last week. Lenore Sellers and Kendall Briles could be the perfect marriage. He's a more athletic version of KJ Jefferson, and that was when Briles was at his best when they were together at Arkansas. The running back room has to get. Matt Fuller was on the roster last year, didn't start much of the year. Then Christian Clark transferred from Texas. He'll be the number 2 back, I think. The receiving group looks good. I mean, not that Nick Harbor has underperformed in his first 3 years. There are not 10 more talented men on the planet than Nick Harbor, though. It's just how he's built. I'm hoping it can finally materialize, which is probably not all his fault. Nitro Tuggle was a good transfer get at receiver from Purdue. He was looking at Vandy as well. And then slot will either be Mazio Bennett or Sellers' younger brother could also be the slot receiver.
And you still got Dylan Stewart, who's like one of the best pass rushers in the game. So that's going to be good for your defense.
Theoretically, they should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been last year too.
Yeah, but that got ruined by what's his name?
Mike Shula.
He's ruined
I also think Gabe Brownlow-Dindy is a heck of a D tackle, former A&M guy. He was solid last year.
Yeah. We had Marler on our podcast. So we started this thing called Extra Biscuits, which is just basically we only have our hour-long show, once a week. And so we wanted to do more outside of that. So we're starting to record some of these and post them. Our first guest was Chris Marlar, Locked On Vandy. Steve, you know him well. You guys know him. So
Locked On Gamecocks.
Sorry, Locked On Gamecocks. What did I say?
Yes,
Yeah.
Vandy.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know. It's because you're the more famous one of the two. So that's at the top of my mind.
Hey,
yeah.
That's a great
What
recovery.
a shout out, Corey. Yeah.
Recovery. I love that.
I'm quick on my feet. So we had Marlar on to talk about the Gamecocks, and that was one of the things he mentioned. He said Gabe Brownlow Dindy, watch out for him, because that was my thought. Was last year they really didn't have they had Kennard in year one with Dylan Stewart, and those two guys pick your poison. You know what I mean?
Right.
But last year they really didn't have that guy opposite of Stewart who was giving teams enough fits for them to not just have to double Stewart all the time and just say you can't beat us with anybody else.
Yeah. And Stewart was a guy who his plays last year were kind of deceptive because he did have those elite plays, and he would have 8-10 a game where he was unblockable, but that the rest of it was not a median average play level. He kind of disappeared when he wasn't making elite plays, so didn't do much. Yeah.
That's kind of one of those weird things with him. Is we saw in the A&M game, he made that play where he just blows up the running back, blows up Marcel Reed, fumble, and then South Carolina recovers it inside the 5, I think. That's the play that's gonna, we're gonna see that in April. And he's gonna be a top 10 pick because of plays like that. Well, that's his Jadeveon Clowney, hit right now. Like that, they're gonna play that in Williams-Brice for 10 more years.
Yeah.
So,
right.
But that's my point with that one is he flashed there, and he did that a lot over the course of the season, but you would kind of forget about him for a second, and then he would make a play like that, and you'd be like, oh, how could I forget about Dylan Stewart? Like, we still got to remember that he's on that side and, coming after the QB.
Alabama's in a similar situation with Deontay Pierre on that. We've got to have somebody else, like a Devin Tompkins or Terrence Green, somebody else to get pressure on the quarterback kind of consistently. That way, Deontay Pierre's not getting double teamed, because right now, he's the biggest threat to get to a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, let me change the subject.
I would say one thing. The other edge I think will help. Caleb Herring transferred from Tennessee. Pretty good edge. He should be the Gamecocks' other edge. So the other one, we don't need to talk about this long, but Kenny Minchey I did see a decent amount of Kentucky's opener today, and Minchey looked good.
Okay.
He was slinging the ball around. The throws were good.
All right.
They should be in shorts, but he looked good.
Right.
All right, real quick, before we go, the SEC primetime crew got announced, and it's Matt Schumacher, Aaron Murray, and Taylor Davis.
That's the primetime?
That is. And
is that SEC Network or ESPN?
Yeah, SEC Network. They're replacing the Jordan Rogers crew.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But,
like the night game, the 7:15, 8:15.
But how much did, I guess, Jordan Rogers prop up that broadcast crew? Because he got promoted, and then the others just disappeared into JP oblivion.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I don't even know who the play-by-play guy was with Rogers.
Tom Hart.
Tom Hart.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Who was the sideline?
Yeah.
Cole Kubelik.
Yeah.
I thought that crew was great.
I did too.
To be.
I talked to Cole Kubelik at SEC Media Days, and he is salty towards Ole Miss fans. I think he blames Ole Miss fans for getting demoted.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
back in 2022, Lane Kiffin everybody thought he was going to Auburn when that was going on.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss was playing Arkansas that night, and Arkansas just kind of curb stomped them for whatever's going on. But they spent time during we got to stretch a little bit, talking about how Lane Kiffin is going to fit at Auburn and things like that. And Ole Miss fans, they made sure that Cole Kubelik heard about that forever.
Oh, okay. By the way, Haynes King is dealing. Just
that around that
Let's
week or the
go.
week before, Steve, was the first time I ever went on Locked On Ole Miss with you. Because it was around that. I remember the lane potentially going to Auburn was like right when I started going on that was relevant at the time.
Yeah, and shortly after that thing is when I started making fun of him every single episode. Because if everybody remembers what was going on, he was completely laying the groundwork to do what he did to LSU at Auburn, like making fun of Ole Miss having leaky roofs in a stadium and all. Yeah, it was bad. And then it just stopped and he backed back and everything's supposed to be fine. It's like, no. From that point on, I closed every show with analytics or just the old English words for bad football.
nice. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that crew. I thought they were some of the best. I enjoyed, just them going back and forth. I thought those three together had good chemistry in the booth and on the sideline. But I'm ticked at ESPN for a lot of different reasons. But in terms of how long do you guys have? But the at least the broadcast teams for this year, like it started when they announced the new SEC crew. Like Laura Rutledge leaves, she gets promoted for NFL. Great, congratulations to her. That's awesome. But I have nothing against Matt Berry. I like Matt Berry, but this is an SEC, a Southern show, and you have Alyssa Lang who graduated from South Carolina.
Yes,
right there. Why are you not promoting her? She's at SEC Media Days. Why is she not on the desk for SEC Nation? What are we doing?
I agree 100%. And then Molly McGrath getting promoted. Mad about that.
Yeah, to the NFL. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, these are I'm looking up the broadcast teams, and Tom Hart, Roddy Jones, and Quint Kesnich is where he went.
It's not moving the needle for me. Not gonna lie.
No. They broke up a crew for this. Like these random, just put them everywhere.
That's feeling like ESPN2 at 4:00.
Listen to this crew: Roy Philpott, Brock Osweiler, and Cherie Burris.
Okay.
I actually like Osweiler on the microphone. He's not bad.
I've never
that
heard
feels like American Sunbelt, that thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Matt Berry, Chase Daniel, and Paul Carcaterra. You got Mike Monaco, Jordan Rogers, and Dana Boyle. Sean McDonough, McElroy, and Katie George. That seems to be the new. I think that's the noon kickoff. Basically, ESPN's or ABC's big noon.
Yes, it's either noon or 3:30.
Yeah.
It's the it's the ABC crew number 2.
That I got before you keep going, Corey. Putting Sean McDonough at that slot as the number 2 crew there, that's like putting A-Rod like sitting on the bench or like hitting in the 9th hole. I mean, Sean McDonough's a legend.
Yeah.
Take
that, Yankees.
The A crew is still Chris Fowler, Herb Street, and Holly Rowe.
So are they the crew for the 3:30? They're the A crew for the 3:30 is McDonough?
Yeah, they'll probably be the A crew for the 3:30.
All right, that sounds better.
Tessitore, Palmer, and Chris Budden will probably be the noon ABC.
Yeah, it alternates.
I like Tessitore and
on ABC, one of them will be Herb Street, either 3:30 or 7, and the other is going to be McDonough. So whichever they do it.
And then Tessitore at noon. Okay.
Probably
Tessitore and Jesse Palmer at noon. Yeah.
Taylor McGregor, Dusty Dvorak, and Dave Pasch is an interesting team. Listen to this, though. Cole Kubelik, Dave Neal is his play-by-play guy, and Tori Petrie is the sideline.
Okay.
That feels like SEC Network at 4:00.
Yeah. West Durham, Max Brown, Madison Fitzpatrick. That's the ACC network.
Yeah, ACC primetime.
Nobody cares.
Roxy Bernstein.
Ooh, Roxy.
It's a dude. Dave Colson.
Who names a dude Roxy? Who names a dude Roxy?
That's going in SEC After Dark Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Ooh, Roxy.
Seriously, who is that?
Dude.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Somebody find a picture of this guy.
Corey, who is that?
It's if you look up ESPN college football commentator teams, you'll You'll see it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Who is that?
I don't know who the hell it is.
Never heard
I've
of this
seen
guy.
a picture.
Does he do Mac games? Does he do
Let's
Mountain
see.
Is he
West
hot?
games?
He burns.
Is he
I've
hot?
never heard of him.
Yeah. Hot or not? Hot or not?
Hot or not?
Yeah.
It looks like he's a Big 12 guy.
Hey, what was that website back from like 2005 or whatever, to where you could put a number value on it?
Hot or not.
Hot or not?
It's
Oh, I
like-
think I have. I feel like I have seen this guy. Oh my gosh!
he used to
What's
be
up,
he used to be with
Athletes
the
How do you
Oakland
spell
A's.
his name?
Oh
How
my
how
gosh.
you think you would? It's Roxy Bernstein. How you think it would be spelled.
Nobody can name a dude that.
That's great.
Roxy Bernstein and Dan
Every
Zukow.
Roxy I've ever heard has been on the poll.
Good Lord!
Oh my Lord.
Roxy Bernstein.
Too
Yes.
good.
Yeah, Roxy is
What's
the name of
happening?
the woman that your mother warned your daughter about.
Uh-oh.
What is
God.
going on?
We hit boss man. There we go. Yeah.
I was getting tripped out by
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh
my
man,
God.
That's
good
great.
stuff.
There's a 4-man crew. That might be the Spanish network. ESPN
Yep.
Report.
Hey, Athletes Forum.
Are they putting Booger on to tell us the water's wet anywhere?
I don't see him. He's probably back on Monday Night Football.
He was
He's
the
in there.
first round of him and Marcus Spears was the first round of SEC Network people that got promoted.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, your favorite back boss man, Fozzie Whitaker, is a part of a 2-man crew.
Oh, is he? Okay. I'd be interested to watch him.
I think he did a pretty good job, if I remember correctly.
I
I'm willing
don't.
to watch.
Although I'm a fan of RG3, but they ran him off.
Mm.
You liked
Yeah.
RG3? Oh,
Yeah, I liked RG3.
I did
RG3
too.
called the Ole Miss
I thought he
LSU
was good.
game that was absolutely ridiculous
him.
a couple years ago.
Yeah, I thought he
He-
was really good.
I liked him most of the time, but that 20% of the time where he would force in one of those damn lines, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I just changed the channel.
Was it 20% of the time it works every time? Is that what it is?
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, but 60% of the time he got fired.
I'm not gonna lie. That smells like pure gasoline.
Oh man, that clip, I love watching this clip. Whenever it comes up, I cannot skip it. Is we're talking about Marcus Spears? Is Spears and Tebow and Feinbaum and Marty Smith on the set, and they're talking about a haircut. Hey, Paul, what do you tell when you go to the
yeah.
barber? Leave the sides.
Yeah.
Leave the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I love that. That is gold.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Athletes Forum. You will really like our thumbnail today.
Hmm.
Oh, definitely will. Yeah.
Just so you know.
I think their coach made an interesting comment in today's press conference. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I saw
It's the turf.
a clip about it. Yeah, the turf thing in the weight room. Yeah, he did not like that at all. There's 120 yards of turf outside. You know, I don't need any more
Oh, yeah.
weight room. I need weight.
Weight rooms have weights.
Yeah,
It's
No, I
so
do.
funny, and like it's such a football guy thing to say, and he's such a meathead, but
yeah,
in a good way. Like I'm not disparaging him, but the funny part about that is everybody has those now. Like
Right.
everyone has the indoor, and it's so that you can keep the team close. You can do all your sets and your rotations and all that, and also for the fact that in a place like Florida and in a place like Texas and Georgia and Alabama and all these places across the South in the summer, it's hot as you know what. So
Yes.
you want to do all that work indoors.
Well, it's
Exactly.
also for like
Both
it's also for like short sprint training too. Like
Right, exactly.
the
Yeah.
three
It does
teams that I
happen.
saw today: South Carolina, Kentucky, Louisville. All of them practiced inside today.
yeah,
Ole Miss practice outside.
Okay.
yeah,
Vanderbilt
Yeah.
practice outside at like 8 in.
Nice.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
when Alabama win, I think.
So
Hey,
So if you read today's practice report, if you're worried about how quarterbacks throw a ball that's covered in dew, it might be a little iffy.
It's Vanderbilt. They're used to balls being covered in dew.
With the on their Jefferson Pilot.
11 a.m. kick, 12 Eastern.
Hey, Ole Miss and Vandy, if it's not at 11 o'clock on, I guess now the SEC network, what are we even doing?
That's a great point.
Yeah, you need to bring back the 3 Daves as a reunion.
Yeah, seriously. Little Rascal Flatts. Bob that head.
Bob that head.
Okay, because if you look at it, LSU, I'm telling you, LSU has a chance to have a September to forget.
Yeah.
They drop that Clemson game, go to Ole Miss and lose to Texas A&M, and then drop that game to Mississippi State. We're talking about an A-bomb. And an A-bomb's going to go off. Yeah.
They legit can start 1-3, honestly.
They can have, like, they're going to get new, like, not private equity.
Yeah.
Yes. It's an A-bomb from A-Rod. Oh,
Yeah.
Bring it back full circle.
Yeah, good gosh, dude.
That's a callback. That's good. Good comedy.
With the guy that on the other guys, he shot Derek Jeter.
Yes.
And the Yankees fan is like, you should have shot A-Rod.
Yeah.
That is my Bushes. Like they're cocky, they're high on the horse, they're feeling good about their season, and in the end, they could end up falling flat on their face.
Tennessee, Auburn, LSU.
A bunch of different answers. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
I got another answer possibly, boss man.
Who?
Oh,
yeah. That's really possible. That's gonna happen.
The Wolfpack. That's on SEC.
Yeah, that's right. The Wolfpack.
Yeah,
the Wolfpack always fall on their face.
Yeah, boss man just falling into the trap.
Yeah,
I did.
I'm going to say,
dang it, I confirmed it.
Yeah. I'm going to go LSU, but another one nobody said. If Mateer gets hurt again, Oklahoma could, and I like Oklahoma a lot. With that schedule, there's a chance they
got a rough schedule.
You know, you're feeling confident right now. Your roster's in really good shape, but you got enough question marks to also be maybe overconfident and aim for the bushes, fall flat on your face type of season.
Mm-hmm.
The other team who has been consistent lately, but new QB, dinged up running back. Maybe Mizzou has a down year. I've always said Drink is kind of recession-proof to me. Like he keeps a high floor. Maybe 1 year it happens where they have a doomsday and only win 4 or 5 games. I don't know.
Oh,
that'd be interesting. I don't know.
I also think there's a chance Simmons is a top 5 QB in the conference, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's really good.
Yeah, that could happen.
By the way, have y'all been paying attention to this FIFA story that's going on?
Yes, I have.
I have.
No.
I saw we got our USA head coach back. So.
Yeah.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's the most relatable U.S. national team coach we've ever had, and he's Argentinian.
Yeah, I love it.
He's just a country dude.
Yeah.
He's totally embraced America, which I think that's why I love it. Yeah,
he grew up on a farm in Argentina, so
right.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
This FIFA thing, they had it all set up to basically do the private equity thing with their broadcast rights, and Europe went nuts. Europe is currently going nuts. And part of it is like they're trying to get everybody to do this. They're threatening to boycott every FIFA event, and all of this stuff. And the only noise, once you sit back and look at it, it's only coming out of Europe. And you're like, why is that happening? We just finished the most successful World Cup of all time. And it was also the first World Cup where Europe wasn't the primary.
Right.
You weren't broadcasting for Europe. You were broadcasting for other than Europe. Mm-hmm. And this plan by FIFA and all that, once you saw that, it was designed to inject more money into regions outside of Europe. This is a coup. This is a power grab by Europe just to try and keep control of what's going on in soccer, because FIFA is trying to move outside of it, and I think this is just a power play.
Yeah.
Very SEC.
Yeah, to heck with them.
We're going to leave the NCAA,
Well, I think too, in a way, I mean, how it was seemingly all over social media how the Europeans who came over here kind of embraced America, right? They loved it. Like, hey, what our media is telling us over here, like, is it true? Like, we love, I don't know, maybe that was my algorithm just telling me that, but it seemed like a lot of people were having a lot of fun. So maybe there was some jealousy there, like some worry that, hey, America might, really be serious about soccer in the future and take away some of our shine.
Yeah, England, Spain, and France, the ones that didn't come to the U.S., just bitched about everything. It's like, why are we kicking off at 2:00 in the morning? It's like, good gosh, people in America watch Premier League games at 5:00 in the morning. They get up to do, and you're complaining because it's not in prime time in Europe when the tournament's not there. And then I think those guys are just so freaking entitled, especially the English, especially the.
Oh my gosh.
It is funny. Like, I'm literally rooting for the president of FIFA because I want to see them cry. That's where we are right now.
Yeah. Corrupt FIFA.
So
literally the penguin.
So he apologized, and UEFA said they're not going to boycott anymore, but it would be on the table if some of the things that they're stipulating are not met. But England, being the main one today, said they're not going to support him in his re-election.
Yeah, nobody in Europe is going to do it. But the thing that they're most mad about, the Europeans, is there's 211 nations in FIFA, and the presidential is one country, one vote.
Yeah, so over half their votes are Africa and Asia.
Yeah, and half the votes are Africa and Asia. So Europe realizes they've got to get power and change the way things are done, or else they're just completely irrelevant.
That is true.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed your FIFA After Dark.
FIFA After Dark.
Yeah. FIFA has 0 SEC championships confirmed. So
none.
Who cares?
Yeah, England don't. They lost two wars against us. So
if Auburn wins it soon, do they get credit for Alex Golesh?
Yeah, but Auburn's not going to win.
He was born in Russia.
No, they hate Russia. They absolutely they do not get credit for that. Even though Russia is technically Europe, they hate them. Okay. No way. They don't get no credit.
It's funny that Russia is in UEFA and the European Confederation, and they're like 6 miles away from Alaska.
Yeah. I mean, you could literally throw a stone and throw a rock.
I can see my house.
From Russia. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh gosh, that's great.
But it'll be interesting if he, what countries back him and what don't when he runs again. I know one of the guys that's going to run against him is in the Sultan's royal family of Bahrain. So clearly there will be no political issues around that guy's family.
Yeah.
No, that's
top
very
notch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like somebody on the Jordan Federation is like, we're being blackmailed. Whatever. It's like, yeah, that's called politics. If you want something, you got to give something. Right. It doesn't just happen. And it's ridiculous. The funny thing is, nobody likes their sports more socialist than the United States. Nobody likes their sports more capitalist than the Europeans. And then in real life, it's flipped.
Yeah.
By the way, Beck's done pretty good tonight, but who's projected to be the starter for Arizona this year, quarterback?
Is that Kyler?
No, Kyler's
he's with the Vikings.
The Vikings, yeah.
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Who is holding out for a massive contract extension?
That's right. Yeah.
I think he's going to hold out too much longer.
I think it's going to be Brissett or Gardner Minshew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Believe it or not, I covered Gardner Minshew when he was a high school quarterback at Brandon High School in Mississippi, playing in the state championship game.
Wow.
Way back in the day. Yeah.
Okay.
He was good. Yeah, he was good. And I was like, he's not good. He ended up like going to like Northwest Community College or Troy or something.
He went to one of the JUCOs first. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, and he's good, but you didn't see what was going to happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Northwest, Steve. You were right.
Yeah.
So JUCO to Wazoo.
No.
JUCO to ECU, then Wazoo.
Oh, ECU, then Wazoo.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And he actually in between there, he went to Alabama, but he wasn't going to play football. He was going to be a graduate assistant.
Yeah, the GA.
He was going to give up playing football, and then Washington State said, "Hey, come out here and play quarterback just one time."
And they did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that decision made him millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow, good for him. That's cool.
Yeah, I think he even actually committed to like being a GA because I remember he's going to Alabama to coach football. I was like, okay, that's awesome. And then he's like, he's not. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Plug him into the Mike Leach offense and he lights it on fire.
Yeah. Because he was only there for a year. Yeah. Because that was the situation where they were looking for a QB late because Tyler Holinski passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, that was in real close to the same time where Mike Leach did his stream of consciousness of who would win in a fight in Pac-12 mascots.
Yep.
I remember that too. Yeah.
Man.
Was that Leach's last season at Wazoo, or did he stay for another one or two before Mississippi State?
I think the last year might have been Minshew.
I think it might have been two.
Yeah, because I think that's what got him the Mississippi State job.
Yeah.
That year they won 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. Mm-hmm.
He did one more.
Okay.
Yeah, they were that year. They were 11. They won 11 games that year.
Oh wow!
And because they won the bowl game and finished 11-2, then they were 6-7 his next year. Then the 20 COVID year was his first year at Mississippi State.
That's a fun hypothetical. Is Wazoo like in a big conference if Mike Leach stays head coach? Because they got left out. You know what I mean? But with Mike Leach, they were rolling.
So. Well, I could even do you one better than that. Is Washington State in a big conference if Lane Kiffin is not hired at Ole Miss? Because Lane Kiffin got hired at Ole Miss and the Mississippi State knee-jerked and fired Joe Moorhead and hired Mike Leach.
That's a good point. The domino meme, right? Like,
and then the other added thing that around that 2020 season, Wazoo was actually really good the next year. Then Rolovich got fired because he wouldn't take the job, and they've been lousy. Well, Jimmy Rogers was decent last year, but now they're just a stepping stone. So you lost your good coach after 1 year.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by Jimmy Rogers last year when they came down to Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's good.
Yeah, I think Iowa State made a good hire, about as good as they can make.
They are going to struggle for a year or two. That whole roster got gutted, but I do think he'll be good, and they will be good in the long run.
Yeah, Matt Campbell was like the whole image that he had was like just a straight lace, no nonsense, take care of his guys and everything, and then he takes 60% of that roster with him to Penn State.
Yeah,
it's a bad look, buddy.
Yeah,
they've also only been good under him in like the last 50 years. They really haven't had any other coaches who have done well. I mean, you will fail to convince me how a Gene Chizik that goes 5-19 at Iowa State gets hired by Auburn.
and then he wins the national title.
Yeah.
And then what's a daddy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most insane thing ever.
Yeah, the whole thing that I think of is like Larry Coker, Ed Orgeron, or Gene Chizik. Which is the worst coach?
Mm.
God, yeah.
God.
Larry Coker, because those Miami teams were freaking loaded and
They got one. Yeah.
Larry Coker getting the job is the reason that Eli Manning didn't have Roscoe Parrish and Frank Gore.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about a different situation. Let those two people get the Oxford.
for sure.
Oh wow, Roscoe Parrish, who got flipped upside down by a Florida State player. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you wonder the 2001 Miami or 19 LSU with the really legit head coach. How much better could they have been? I mean, we're already talking about them as some of the best teams ever. Yeah.
My whole thing is everybody says, and they're absolutely right about it, it's the Jimmies and the Joes, not the X's and the O's.
Yeah.
And the bad coach can actually do damage to what's going on, but your top level is going to be your top level regardless.
Right.
I kind of think I would make the opposite argument. I would make the argument that the fact that Ed Orgeron was kind of a figurehead and made the right hires and stayed the hell out of the offense, and had good coordinators underneath him. He had Joe Brady, who just, shot off like a rocket. Ensminger, was doing well as the OC.
Dave Aranda was a really good D coordinator.
Dave Aranda was a stud at D coordinator, at that time. And then he literally just caught lightning in a bottle, and he just had to sit back and, say, okay, just go. And they did. So are they that much better with a really good head coach? Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing that Ed Orgeron did is he was okay just transforming the offense to that. Because if you remember the year before, even when he had Joe Burrow and they made like the Fiesta Bowl or something like that, it was the 3 yards in a cloud of dust Matt Leinart offense.
Right.
Mm-hmm. One team I'm super intrigued about this year and also just over the next couple of years is Michigan State with Pat Fitzgerald. I think that was a really good hire. So good. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I thought it was crazy that Northwestern fired him. I think that was at the peak of, all sorts of craziness, and he got the boot for no real reason. But
one fascinating thing with Fitzgerald too, and I remember commenting on this at the time, the day the portal opened, there were like 7 or 8 FCS and D2 guys that instantly went in the portal and committed to Michigan State, which told me Fitzgerald probably knew he was getting back in the game, and he was scouring those levels during the season for guys who could help out.
That's a good point.
Yeah. No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
And he is, he's just a football. He's the guy that at Northwestern, you don't understand why Northwestern had him to begin with, but since he was like an alum, it's like, oh, he's never going to leave. He's going to be that guy forever. And then they do the stupid thing, and the best thing that could happen is he's coaching at another Big Ten school.
Yep.
Well, right. And the fact that he's now at Michigan State, who will put some resource. I mean, they put a ton of money into Mel Tucker and sunk that ship, but they're willing to put money up, and they hate the fact that Michigan is really good right now. And nobody's talking about Michigan State, who has had recent success. And now they've got a head coach who did more with less at Northwestern, better than anybody else in the country. And now he's going to have a lot more at Michigan State, and going to be able to get guys to come to Michigan State who he probably couldn't have gotten at Northwestern, have more money behind him. I'm just excited to see what that looks like over the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Got hired a Bama guy, Nick Sheridan, to be his coordinator.
Yep. Sheridan is a good guy.
Great hire. Yeah.
Yeah, that is good.
I thought he did good. He was kind of, had one hand tied behind his back with Jay, Jalen Milroe. Yeah. But I thought he did really good offense coordinator wise when he was the OC there at Alabama.
Yeah. Was that before the current offensive coordinator got there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He was tight end coach, and then he was the OC, and then he moved on to
He was with those guys he was with them at Washington.
Right.
And then came to Bama when Grubb went to the Seahawks.
Yep.
It basically was it kind of like hey, Grubb's available again, like he's coming, so you're either going or you're going to be co-OC kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Yep.
Makes sense.
You know, he was on the staff last year and was like a QB's coach, and that kind of helped Ty Simpson become really good. And but I think he deserves an offense coordinator spot because I think he's really good at it.
Agreed.
He was at Tennessee with Butch too. It was one of his, I think, his first SEC or power conference
that's
job.
right.
Tennessee, with Butch. The show went fast today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure did. It's already been an hour. Good night.
Football's coming back, man. We now got things to talk about.
Yeah, it just rips on by.
Boss Ben is at Mississippi State and Vandy. You guys have next week. Your last two biscuits.
That's right.
Which one do you have?
I've got Mississippi State. Hammer's got Vandy.
Oh, who's got a vacation after that? I mean, good God.
Yeah, I know. We saved the best for last.
Yeah. And now, if it was Mississippi State and Arkansas, that's the only way,
Arkansas was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. We won't do this again. I think how we'll structure it next year. We tried to pair rivals for the most part together, a little bit. So I had Texas and OU and that sort of thing. So next year maybe we'll pair Ole Miss and Mississippi State together, Tennessee, Vandy, et cetera. So that, and also to try to balance it, right? Because I mean, we'll see. But we've had the shows where the bad teams are on, and you're like, me and all five of you guys hanging out, like this.
Yeah. Rick's there till the end.
Yeah. Rick, my main man, Rick, he's with us the whole way through, but everybody else is like, I don't want to.
It's also so much work for you guys because those episodes go so much longer.
Yeah.
They do.
Did the biscuit index for Arkansas, is it like a communion wafer?
It's Civil War hardtack would be one. But I gave Hammer a bit of a hard time on the show last night because he had given Auburn a 3 and he gave Arkansas a 4, and I was like, okay,
good for Hammer.
Yeah, Auburn got the lowest this year of any team, which is a little surprising.
Was Kentucky a 4 or a 5?
Kentucky, I think, was a 5. I have to go back and look. But
wait, did you just kind of spoil Nat Sweets saying that Auburn got the lowest of everybody else? Did you? Just
so far,
okay, there you go.
I have not started diving into Mississippi State or to Vandy for Hammer. I know he hasn't either. So we'll dive in. We kind of wait until we get to that week of, because these are a lot of work and they're fun to do it.
Yeah. But all I got to say is about Mississippi State, Kamaro Taylor. That dude is going to be a stud.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
No.
Yep. Score early to where they can't run the football. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Fluff Bothwell's pretty good too at running back. Their O-line just might not be good.
Yeah. But if you allow them to hang around the fourth quarter, you got to feel kind of shaking the knees.
Yeah. They will have one of the best corners in the SEC. Jones, probably a first-round pick.
Yeah. So, hey, are we going to do picks for week 0, even though there's no SEC?
Yes, we got.
Okay,
we
did last year. We picked all
we that's the warm-up week.
Yeah.
We did last year, and I think I went undefeated, and then you guys were like, "Oh, we don't count this," and I was like, "What do you mean? I went undefeated. What are we talking about?"
We changed it, on the fly. We changed the rules.
Yeah, exactly. Move the goalposts when I go undefeated.
When it comes to picks, there's everybody else and there's Becky.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how FanDuel does it. It's like Becky or the field.
Yeah.
This year, I'm telling you, I'm piggybacking off of Becky.
I'm taking Becky. Yeah. Bet Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, her strategy was anything over 10 points, don't take it.
Yeah.
Smart.
And she won most of the time. I mean,
smart.
Yeah.
Yep. There's 8 week 0 games.
Pretty good lineup.
4.
Actually,
4 or 5 of them are P4. So we have TCU North Carolina is in Dublin.
Yep.
San Jose State USC. NC State Virginia, which was going to be in Brazil but will now be in Charlottesville.
That's right.
Back, baby.
Jacksonville State goes to North Dakota State for NDSU's first FBS game.
Yeah,
Sacramento State in their first FBS game goes Eastern Michigan. Hawaii at Stanford. New Mexico State at Florida State. And Memphis UNLV is the late night game out west. Because I had both those teams on this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we got to get out of here, but one thing I'm mad about, I was looking at the week 1 lineup. It's the weekend of course, Labor Day, and there's only one blooming game on Monday. It's like at 3:00. I'm like, what am I going to do the rest of the day? Like, going to get up early, I'm going to drink coffee and not have anything to watch until that 3:00 game. Then what am I going to do the rest of the night? I need more games on Monday when I'm off.
Yeah, Florida State SMU's that Monday game.
Yeah.
We're the Sunday night game.
Yeah. They'll be playing on
two
Sunday.
good ones. Yep. Actually, two. Yeah. I didn't realize that Sunday's the Apple Cup. Washington State is Sunday, September 6th.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That'll be fun. I'm excited to see the TCU North Carolina game because I want to see how much of a dumpster fire UNC is.
Oh, God.
Somebody posted on Twitter is like, this is all you need to know about North Carolina. Bobby Petrino is the most stable part of that program.
It very well might be.
That's so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Wonder how Jordan's going to do calling plays.
Bill Belichick's son is on like some sort of a leave right now.
Medical, supposedly.
They did say it was medical. Yeah.
Well, medical leave.
Yeah.
And somebody said on Twitter is like, all I need to hear is like Steve Belichick said, "You're not my real mom" to Jordan.
Yeah, that's good.
It's going to seem stable, man, until they announce that Bobby Petrino's in a throuple with Jordan and Bill. And
oh my God,
it's going to break loose, man. It's over.
Oh.
Chapel Hill's
they got rid of the GM. Just ran. Why did the GM get fired? Does anybody know that?
Oh, some HR thing. He's probably he was hitting on some sorority chicks or something. Who knows?
Yeah, there's some HR complaint.
The first time Bobby Petrino comes to a press conference in a neck brace, it's just we know it's going to be. We know it's going to go downhill from there.
Well, if that happens, if he shows up in the press conference in a neck brace, they just won 11 games and had an unstoppable offense.
Well, that's a good point.
It's a price we were willing to pay.
Right,
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep him away from the Harley Davidson dealerships.
Oh, yeah.
Roger Craig just showed up on camera, and he looks like an African-American Mr. Bean now.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That sounds like a ChatGPT prompt.
Yes.
Make Mr. Bean black.
Yeah.
They just put him on there, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And now I realize it's like, oh yeah, that he played 40 years ago. He's 70 years old. So
yeah.
Oh,
you're about 10 seconds ahead of me. I just saw it. So yeah, he does. That's super funny.
All right, Corey.
Maybe it was the gesture. All right, take us out, Corey.
All right, boys and girls, it is officially football season, so we are excited about that. We are all trying to catch Becky in the picks. So get excited about that. Get excited about joining us on this wonderful tour we call SEC After Dark. Joining us, not pictured, is Jeb Beecham, who's under the weather, and Hammer, one half of the Biscuits in SEC. We have Mike Huseman, off-season After Dark, also a regular contributor on Locked On Vandy. He has a super fan named CP3 who loves to
Chris Paul.
Yes, why the initials? Yes,
yeah.
I don't think it's the same guy, but
I doubt he's worried about Blaze Berlowitz versus Jared Curtis, but
he hates my Jared Curtis takes, but loves my haircut. So
hey, there you go.
So
there's something going for you. Yeah.
Mike Huseman, also a regular contributor to the Locked On Ole Miss Everydayers Club, too. So check him out everywhere. Also, Mike Farrell Sports.
Our 2 upcoming episodes, we got back-to-back Locked On guests next week, Big 12. So Tuesday morning will be Cody from Locked On Oklahoma State, and Wednesday, Darian from Locked On Horned Frogs have a TCU episode.
Oh, nice.
Fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got Boss Man, Biscuits and SEC. They got the Biscuit Index wrapping up next week with Vandy and Mississippi State. I don't see how you could do it any stronger than that. And you could check him and Hammer out every Wednesday night, every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
7 Central, 8 Eastern. Yes. Got it. And Jake Thomas, your double shot of Alabama. Check him out. Tie Talk Live with Stacey Blackwood and the Solo Mission. Bama After Dark. Stephen Willis, Locked On Ole Miss. Depends on what tweet you look at. He could range from anywhere from the number 1 Ole Miss podcast to the number 3 Ole Miss podcast. But
we're not even going to talk about that because all they're doing is rage engagement farming.
Yeah, he's only 4 million views ahead of number 2. So
right,
take that for what you will. But it is Stephen Willis, and he is dominating not only the Ole Miss sphere but also the Locked On sphere as well. So, and I'm Corey Burton, Locked On Vandy, and Boss Man, you weren't here for this, and Locked On Falcons hits. So bringing you short form Falcons content.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Starting on Monday. So I'm excited about that. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. And that's why
cool.
Got the poster.
Oh, nice. Dude, hey, the old school Falcons logo is the best Falcons logo by far. So I respect that you're wearing that on the shirt and got it up back on the wall. That's
my favorite one. It's the one I grew up on. And Steve, your poster's in the mail. Okay. So I know you've been dying to have one of those. So anyway, we are SEC After Dark, and until next week, we got training camp from here on out, and then it's regular season games.
Yep.
We're back. You should be back too. But check us out next week, and we'll talk to you then. We'll see you then. Go Dogs, anchor down, rise up.
Hotty toddy.
Roll Tide.
Gig 'em.
Spurs up.
And hotty toddy.
And rise up.